Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Ethiopia. So first of all, I'm going to do something that I've been reminded several times by now, mostly the Discord to be fair, but we did get the burger thingamajig after the Kappa mission for the, where was it, controlled gold mining, which reduces the gold inflation and gold depletion chance modifier. So that's going to be really nice. It does reduce the amount of gold income that we get by about 15%, but that's not really too bad. It will increase the, or reduce the max autonomy by 5, increase the burger's loyalty and influence by 5 as well. But I think that's actually going to be worthwhile in the long run, because then we don't need to spend even nearly as much points on reducing the inflation. Actually, now it's going down very, very rapidly. So yeah, there's that, and I suppose that also means that we can then increase the development, for example, with Kaffa for the production quite drastically. Now, it will still have a bit of a chance of, oh, okay. So the base would be 0.31, but that's reduced by, okay, so that gives us about 0.07 chance per year for the depletion event to happen. So we could potentially just go ahead and increase this one by a little bit. Now it's going to be 10% chance, or 0.1%, sorry, not 10%. 10% chance per year would be quite high. But anyway, let's unpause, shall we? So we did manage to capture some land in... oh, and there we go. We got the estate agenda for the manufacturing Merca. So that gives us a bit more production there. It's not a huge amount of income necessarily, but it helps. We do have the claim on Ajaran, so we could do the war against them. Although, one of the things that I'm kind of considering here is since we don't have our relations with Hadramaut quite up to date yet, I'm thinking about transporting some troops in there, for example this army. Just use the transport fleet to do so. And what we will do is we'll get the army in there, we might do a war against Aden, and then we can give these provinces to Hadramaut, and then we can diplomatically annex them later on, once we feel like we're ready for it. So it's going to take a few moments for us to get the troops there. We will need to be a little bit careful about overextension though, because, more aggressive expansion actually. Hansa wants to go through my lands. Okay. Oh, right, Cyprus is still... Oh, right, Ottomans declared war on Cyprus. Never mind then. I was hoping that I could maybe get the printing press through them, but that might not happen. Not easily anyway. There we go, most of the army is already in here. Just need one more unit. I suppose we got the second, or the fourth army actually in here. This is the special troops, the Kawa regiment. And these take a lot less attrition, reinforce faster, and take less shock damage. So these should be pretty decent units to be fair, but they cost middle points to get, which is a bit of a problem. But right now we don't have any, well, we're pretty far ahead of time in middle tech. So there's that. We do not have the printing press here. I don't know if I want to really spawn that yet again. I might try to buy that. You know what? Actually, let's go ahead and get some allies. We only got one ally and a vassal right now, so we could ally Persia. I'm actually going to do that because Persia is allied to Ottomans. So if I am their ally, they're less likely to join in a war against me. They might still join, but it's a lot less likely. So we'll do that one. And once we get another diplomat, we might also see if we can't ally someone like Russia. Actually, who is Russia a rival to? Ottomans, Commonwealth, and Spain. Okay. That might call us into some nasty wars though, but I guess we don't really need to do much about those wars. But just to get some strong sort... Oh. Oh, right, Mamluks are now fighting against... Right, hold on a minute. So Ottomans declared war on Cyprus, who were guaranteed by Mamluks. So they're fighting Cyprus, Mamluks, and the Knights. Okay then, well, I mean, our activities may have caused some issues for them. Ooh, okay, agenda of... okay, they want a church in Jerka. That would give one base tax. That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, we don't have the money for it right now, but we can probably fix that sooner or later. Wait, Gaza needs to be... Oh, right. Gaza needs to be owned by us or one of our vassals, or we need to have fleets equal or larger than Mamluks. They only got 37. We got... How many do we have? We got 34, so that would be actually pretty cheap, or relatively easy to do. You know what? I'll take that one. Should be fairly easy. I mean, what we could do then is, with this fleet, I'm just going to move it back to Tajara. I could maybe get like a couple transports just so that we can transport the ships slightly easier, or maybe just get like 2 war galleys and then the transport. We've got the army already in here. We are going to get the ships done, hopefully soon. And I suppose I could, while Ottomans are busy, I could do the war against Aden. They would be... Oh, actually, would they be willing to become a vassal instead? Not really. I wonder if there is anyone else that would potentially become a vassal. Or for vassalization, Kano? The Knights might even become a vassal. Aden not so much, and Mara not so much. Cyprus also not so much. Okay, so we could do the war in here. Shouldn't be too difficult. Although, well, if we start fighting, the fort will be upped again, and the upkeep will be going up. So maybe we shouldn't do that. There is a Mamluk separatist that are about to fire, but actually what I could do with that is to provoke the revolt. That's 22 regiments, which is currently in Alexandria. I suppose this army should be able to just deal with it. I mean, the man in the is a fairly experienced general, let's just say. Shouldn't be too big of an issue to deal with all of that. There we go, there's Tunisians that are trying to move through, but then they realise, you know what, let's wait here for a moment. I wouldn't mind actually increasing the nobility's loyalty a little bit. Although I don't know if that's, it might be a little bit of a waste of points because we're still behind in admin tech. Let's get these back to the farmlands. Now, to be fair, we do have a new, well, I suppose that's not really a core province yet. So we got some farmlands finally that we could develop relatively cheaply, like Damietta or Shargia. I suppose Alexandria also counts as, yeah, that's a farmland with the natural harbor. Developing that to spawn in the stuff could be useful. Oh, well, there we go, that's another conversion done. I believe that... Right, we got some of the coring still going, so the priests, or the missionaries are a little bit busy right now, or idle, rather, not busy. There's still one conversion going on in Mukalla, but that's bad. Oh no. Oh no. We lost a 3-star general. Right, well, let's just get a new general for the army then. 3311. I mean, at least it's got a siege pip. And it is the 2-star general, so it's actually not that bad in the end. Right, so are we ready to do the war in here? I suppose the army is more or less ready. We got our fleet, well, it's waiting for a few more ships, but that's fine. There's some Persian fleets over here. Well, I guess I can just bring my fleet to Gulf of Aden already. The others will be just grouping up, I believe, in Tajara still. But yeah, so Aden, that's a level 3 fort. I'm gonna give these provinces to Hadramut, so Aden, actually, yeah, Hadramut claim will be that. And Mara will join, but that's hardly an issue. Moving there, can this one actually, no, it can't move across the straits. Oh, there's a bit of fleet in there, well, that might be part of the reason then. Oh, well, there we go, we just sank 4 trade ships. Well, there's an army in there, we're just getting caught. Well, that might be a stack wipe then. They got a bit of advantage in terms of the terrain, of course, but yeah, no, that was a stack wipe. I hope the Hadramut will become a bit more loyal after this war. Oh, but there we go, yeah, that's, oh, we even capture a line ship, there we go. Very nice. Got a fairly good spy network in Mamluk still, although I don't know if we need that one, to be fair. Is there anything that we can do with the spies? We've still got plenty of claims on them and all that. I can support rebels, but actually I don't want to weaken Mamluks any further right now. I can try stealing maps, I don't know how much maps they are that they have that I don't know yet. Plus the Maghreb maps could be useful. There we go. That gives a bit more information. And the Mamluks have, or not the Mamluks, Ottomans have already entered Cairo. Well, that was admittedly to be expected. Ooh, Master Recruiter die. That ain't good. Right, we got the land maintenance. Actually, I'm going to take the land maintenance modifier right now. That's going to save us a bit of coin along the war here. Or for the duration of the war, so that should be good. Actually, can we now... Oh, right, we got a bit of enemies in there. Oh, we'd have to move all the way there? Oh, no, we can actually move in here. Oh, but that fort is causing some issues. Right, oh, are we... Yeah, we're converting our vassals' provinces because we force converted them. That caused some issues. Also, we got some diplo points. I'm going to make Egyptians into accepted culture. It's going to cost us 90 diplo points, but that's going to allow us to actually get more money from Egypt. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a pretty good increase in there. Also getting some spoils of war, so that might be part of it. Yeah, so is that... No, it doesn't allow us to go around there. Never mind. We'll just stay here for now. Making sure that they don't cross the strait, and there's the 2 galleys already. Let's bring these in. Actually, can I can move there, then I believe I can go to Mukala. Ah, there we go. I'm just going to start sieging down Mara first. Oh, there we go. Down. Let's go ahead and give this to Hadramut. Then we'll go ahead and hunt down this army in here. Unsuitable recruits. Okay, we'll lose almost 7,000 recruits. Or manpower. We did capture another transport, actually. Plus sank both of their trade fleet. I suppose we don't need the fleet in here right now. I'm going to move it to Kamar Bay. So those are moving into Jazan. Let's move up there. Is that... Oh, right, that's part of the same province. They are a little bit faster by the looks of it. I mean, Unsung does have one maneuver. They've got one as well. They got a bit of a head start, admittedly, but I'm sure that we will eventually catch that one. Totally losing power. Alright, that's actually not a terrible thing. I'm going to allow our vassal to attach to us if they really want to. I don't think they will, but the reason why I'm sieging down Mara first is that we can then annex them before we go too far ahead. Although we got the ticking wars going on our side, so that helps. Let's go ahead and move into the enemy fort in there. We've got the blockade going on, so we can start sieging it down. Oh, there we go. There's a few cores done. That's going to immediately start a lot of the conversions there. And actually, is that then... The Red Sea Hills, sorry. We could probably turn that into a state now. It costs us a little bit of points to make that into a proper course, but I think that's going to be fine. It's going to allow the things to move along. Where did we... Alright, we lost track of where the army went. They're not going to enter the nation through there anyway. Let's bring it in here and siege down maybe another province. Ooh, there we go. There's the Alexandria core. And what does Oh, no, Arden wants to give... Okay, return Kathiri to Hadramut. Aden will be forced to give Ethiopia 10% of their income. Nah. That's not what we want. Although there is a risk that we might cause inadvertently a coalition against us. We did manage to complete the agenda. Let's, you know what, let's get another mission, shall we? Let's see, clergy wants another church. Amen for it. Okay, Cyprus needs to have a good opinion of us. Cyprus might not exist soon enough. Oh, Davaro needs to have some base production. Where's Davaro? It's down there. It's got... I think I'm going to go with the clergy's suggestion right now. It's got 4 base tax already, so getting an extra one there with the church... It's not really a bad thing. Unfortunately, we do need a lot more cash before we can build that. There we go, that's the stack wipe. I'm just going to go move through here. Have this one take control of the siege there, and the army can just move back here and siege down the rest of the nation. The rest of the island, that is. And then, meanwhile, we'll hopefully complete the siege of Mara. At least the capital. And we can give, hopefully, all of the grounds, all lands from there to our vassal. Which, hopefully, will then be... Well, they're still a little bit disloyal. I suppose they... Oh, right, it's the forced conversion, wasn't it? Yeah, the liberty to die is pretty high. And forced religion is 90% for that. Yeah, that makes sense. But they have a high opinion of us, at least, so that helps. I'm going to cancel the spy network in Mamluk territories. I don't think we really need that. We could perhaps start improving relations with our vassal even further. Make sure that that is at least maxed out. Let's take the 10k men and send that to Behan. Arden wants to give some... No. We'll give you a peace deal once we're ready. Actually, do we have... Oh, yeah, we do have a siege people announcing. Well, there we go. So, with the blockade going on, and the artillery, and the leader, we should be able to siege this down soon enough. Oh, they got another unit there. Is they... Oh, no, it's only 9 out of 12 right now, so we can still get another 21% increase in the... Well, make that another 7 still. So that should get us to 56% total. Oh, excellent year. We get a bit of manpower back. And Behan's been sieged down. Go ahead and give control of this to Hadramut. We do still have a decent bit of spy network in Ajaran, and maybe we could go ahead and get a claim there. Kilwan's also got some claims there. But that's alright. Oh, okay, so that's now maxed out until they lose more of the defenders. Oh, did they... Oh, just... Okay, yeah, Ottomans took a bit more ground from Mamluks. How much is their army now? It is 147,000. It's a decent bit more than ours. But if we can combine our troops accordingly, and kind of work smartly rather than trying to brute force our way... Oh, they announced us arrival. Well, that doesn't surprise me necessarily. We'll get through this war soon enough. We'll give land to our vassal. We might actually keep the vassal alive until we have a land bridge to them. Ooh, there we go. We sank the fleet. And we destroyed the army, and now it's just these 2 sieges. And then we'll be done with this war. No, I'm gonna do the peace deal the way I want. Right, let's start with Mara. So I want you to give all of these. Is that gonna be a coalition? Ooh. Well, Mara and Arden are not gonna exist after this war anyway, so we can take that one. We need to wait for a few days. I guess I could start sending this one back, Oh, they got a fleet moving in here. Oh, right, they still got the island there. Well, that's actually fine. They didn't then get destroyed fully. No, now they got the unconditional surrender. We still need to wait for a few days. I wonder actually... no, that wouldn't really change it. We can still move to Ardennes, I suppose. And we'll just move the transport fleet over there. Or closer, at least. We'll transport the armies... actually, let's send this one... oh, wait, no, we don't have the military access through Mamluks anymore. Okay, we want to transport both of these armies back to our home territory, I reckon. Now we've got the diplomat available, so let's go ahead and just give these lands away. Is that going to be... ooh, that might be a few more nations. Maybe we don't take all of their land. Will that be any helpful? It might still be a coalition, but we've got a truce with Mamluks. We can probably destroy Argeron. Ormus... okay, maybe we just give the fort to the vessel here. We'll take the money. We'll take the war reparations. Maybe trade power. So that would still cause a bit of issues, but it's not quite as bad. Actually, now that you're black... oh, right, well, you won't be able to move around anyway. Let's get the ships back in here. And let's start transporting this one across the straits. We've got a decent bit of money, at least, out of this. Let's get the church underway in the province where we needed to build that. And we can make Delta into a state now. Oh, brilliant. That's going to increase the income of about 3 ducats. Let's go ahead and turn those into proper provinces for us. And Spain wants military access. That doesn't make a lot of sense, let's be honest, but sure. Oh, so we did catch an extra transport ship. That's good. Renewed influence on Hyderabad. You know what? Sure. It'll make them slightly more effective. And the Liberty Desire has gone down a little bit. Oh, you should be moving down that way. We're helping convert... I suppose... no, Kathiri is being converted by our vassal directly. Okay. But we are, I believe, converting our vassal provinces as well. There's a bit of a pretend rebellion in Mamluk territories. Oh, they did manage to get Jerusalem now. So that's one of the provinces they took. And there's the Suez converted. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple artillery for this army. Going to get us to 84. And also, let's go ahead and do the automatic transport. We're going to go ahead and mothball the forts. Excluding the ones that have been locked to not be mothballed. So we can gather a little bit more money. We're now getting 10 ducats per month. And the inflation has gone down drastically. So there's that. Army maintenance is still relatively high, but that's not the worst. We got a fairly good amount of crown lands. I'm rather happy about that. We could potentially do the war against Argeron soon enough. Once this army is ready, we'll probably do that. Just so that we can then get another enemy away. Although it might cause even more extra expansion. So we don't actually want to take too much areas. But little by little, I do want to extend. Oh, diplomatic insult from Ottomans. Alright then. And there's another conversion done. So we are already converting a lot of the Egyptian areas that we conquered thus far into Coptic. As they should be. Right, the income has dropped a little bit, but that's fine. There's still one more state that we could... oh, Bahari. I don't think we need that one, do we? It's, yeah, it's going to be Cairo. No, to be fair, that might not be a terrible thing to make interstate. But right now, I think it... well, it would actually increase the income a little bit. Oh, there we go. And that does increase the conversion speed quite nicely as well. I'm going to cancel the spy network in Argeron, I think. The casus belli against Ottomans is expiring. We've got some claims on them, don't we? Not yet, actually. They're currently fighting in a number of wars, though. Can I still ally Russia? I could. They got a fairly sizable army, so if we can threaten Ottomans with our armies and the Russian armies, potentially even the Persian armies, that would be a potentially quite viable option. Of course, not necessarily, but there's a chance that we can then defeat them sooner or later. Oh, Adan is going to get annexed by Rasids. That's actually good. They are not, well, I don't, yeah, they won't be able to join a coalition against me. That's going to remove at least one of the potential enemies. Let's go ahead and move Ansung's army down south. Tunis wants to go through my lands. Okay. Well, I suppose it kind of makes sense. They need to reach the Ottoman areas. Hey, there we go, another base tax. Here's the transport fleet. Right, let's move this one down to America. We do not have any forts down here in the south, though. I think America would be probably a fairly solid option for a fort, to be fair. Actually, not so much necessarily. Well, none of these are, like, particularly uneven terrain, so maybe it would be okay. Of course, Mogadishu is a center of trade. It's level 2 right now. We'd have to get to the 25 there to get to the next one. It's the... Okay, the devastation is going down. I guess if we did have a fort, maybe over here, that would guard most of the areas in here. More or less. Of course, we don't have the money to build it yet, but I think we can save up on that one. We're converting Alexandria by the looks of it. Oh, right, because they're coring the provinces, they won't be able to... Yeah, we won't be able to help convert our vassals' lands there. Not yet, anyway. But the little bit of size is steadily going downwards. They are improving their military size a little bit, which is probably fine, let's be honest. But yeah, the Ottomans are a little bit scary. But I'm pretty sure that if we can just, you know, take a little bit longer to build up our... Oh! 2 base production in Mogadishu, okay. I was just looking at the development that it's not quite enough to make it into world port, but yeah, the 2 extra production there with ivory, that seems like a pretty good thing. Oh, well, there we go. We converted Alexandria. Oh, brilliant. So now we can get another one of these. I think we're going to go and take the extra discipline. So that's a 2.5% discipline, and we complete that mission. Liberate Alexandria. So that's going to give us the claims on Palestine, Syria, and Aleppo. And also reduce tech costs for 25 years. That's actually quite nice. Closure, loyalty, equilibrium is going to be increased. And, oh, gain Egyptian as accessory culture. Ah, right. So, oh, this is actually good because we only paid 90 for that. So we're getting a 10 extra. Well, technically speaking, we would have saved the 10 anyway, I guess. Well, I don't know about that. But yeah, it's still going to give us some nice bonuses there for sure. So the next one is Conquer Antioch. That's going to be a little bit further away. But there we are. Now we got the claims in here. So if we really wanted to, we could do a war against Ottomans. Tunis would not join against us, but... Oh. Right, so it's essentially a Hungarian vassal. Seems to be what they have in here. And then Haza, Persia, Kilwa. Is Kilwa their ally by chance? It is. Okay, they're also allied to Mamluks. So, that's going to be a little bit of a problem there, perhaps. Yeah, it might be time to declare war on Argeron. There should be a fairly quick war. Oh, okay. Songhai would help them. Oh yeah, we do actually share a border. That's another thing. We should probably set up a fort over here. So that we can then block any armies moving through here, more or less at least. So we do not have the money to build a castle yet, but I guess, well, we are getting pretty good money overall. 13 ducats, that's not bad. I guess we also control, yeah, we control 42% of the Gulf of Aden. And I suspect that, well, yeah, control most of Ethiopia. We do control 13%, oh, bollocks. Merchant lenders. 30% of Alexandria as well. Unfortunately, right now we're just pushing our trade backwards. Or the trade power backwards, which isn't all that much. Actually, how much are we? 11 trade power backwards? Alright then. We could upgrade Alexandria or Rosetta. Now, to be fair, if we were to upgrade Alexandria, because I know that we kind of need to get the printing press somewhere, so we're going to do that. Then what we're going to do is we'll put in the local development cost in Delta. It's going to cost us a little bit extra right now, but I think that's going to be okay. And then let's go and start developing, I think. So how is the... Yeah, it's not present there at all. I mean, it's at least fairly cheap to develop this place. And we've got plenty of middle points, so I guess we're going to start with that. Maybe we'll put in a little bit of production. Get the spice production to like 10. Right now we're at 22%. We could get the base tax level there up a little bit. I know we're still behind in admin tech, but at the same time, if we can get the printing press spreading to our nation, I think that's going to be worthwhile. And then let's just spend the rest of the mill points to get as far as possible. So we're now at 62%. Of course, that should increase our income over here quite nicely as well. Oh, trade dispute against the Ottomans. Okay, they're... Right, fair enough. Causing some issues. We don't have them as a rival yet. And we're not... actually, who are our rivals again? We are rivaled Mamluks, Songhai, and Venice. Truce of Kilwa has ended. Alright then, let's just go ahead and start the war against Ajaran. There should be... Oh wait, no, that was the Songhai war. Okay, well, maybe we'll just wait for now. Bring this army back a little bit. We'll send this one around to be in a bit more safer locations, I guess. Luckily, Ottomans are still at war, so they are unlikely to declare war on us right now. Oh, trade dispute. Alright then. Trade embargo from Kilwa. That doesn't surprise me too much either, to be fair. Church of Scotland. Oh, hold on a minute. Do they now have Anglicans there? That's still reformed. Yeah, oh, wow. The HRA is almost entirely non-Catholics. Quality Ivor. Oh, 20 prestige. Okay, we've got too much prestige already. So that's not exactly a huge boon for us, but I'll take it. Well, let's keep on developing Alexandria. We're now at almost 68%. We'll probably get some more production there as well. In maybe 2 months or so. I mean, Alexandria is going to be... I mean, it's already 32 development, so it's going to be fairly significant. It will eventually turn into our main trade port, I reckon. Although, once we get Constantinople, we might try to divert all the trade into there, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Right, let's get the production and the base tax. So now we're at almost 80%. Well, 79% right now. That's another conversion done as well. So that should save us a bit more money. And also we should be getting a lot more money from the taxation and all that from these provinces that have been now converted. Are we converting... Oh yeah, we are helping convert our vassal now. There we go. That should make them a bit happier. And also in a bit better shape as well, I reckon. So yeah, Aden got destroyed. Mara is still alive. We don't really have a claim on that, to be fair. The Mamluks do, however. And Raz is actually here as well. Okay. Now we're in about 2 months or so. We should be able to increase the... Oh dear. Temperate Insanity of Monarch. Request military guidance. We get some army tradition and navy tradition. Cost some ducats and lose some prestige. Or get some admin power. You know what? I'm going to take the admin power. And we should be able to not have to take a loan, since we are going to get some money soon enough. There we go. So that's sorted. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.